Then my mom said, hey, you are feeling fatigue. What is that? And you know that you have just been going out, what? I'm like, first of all, it was just my birthday. Like,
it was just that one time.
It was just one time.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Over 25. Woo! First of all, I'm back.
Welcome back,
yes. I was away the day you guys were doing your shootings. I was working, and I had you guys give me a shout out. So thank you very much.
Yes, let them know.
We wear many hats on this panel of ours. And Ivy is not here with us because she's coming back from a trip today. If you follow her on her Instagram at @just_Ivy. She's been in the Ambosellis, just enjoying nature and feeling like a safari, like a queen of nature. Okay guys, so today's episode, we're talking about our experience with coronavirus as over 25. It's only the three of us who've gotten corona. Ivy hasn't gotten corona. So now that she's not here, we actually like, since she's not here, we can talk about our experience having COVID. I already talked about my experience in detail on my YouTube channel, but I'd like to know what Shiko and Lona went through and how we're feeling now, you know? And guys, I have to say this is a disclaimer. What we're about to talk about today is our experience with COVID, what we did to the best of our ability and the best of our knowledge at that time. We are not professional doctors here. We are just telling you what our experience was with COVID. Let's start from the beginning. How we got sick, where we think we got sick from. And this is not a blame game. Let me just start by saying this. I think there's so much stigma attached to COVID, especially around who do you think gave you? How could she's the one who gave you? He's the one who gave you. We're in the middle of a pandemic. You can get it from anyone. And even if you know who gave it to you, you cannot blame them for giving you. You blame your white blood cells for not being able to fight it off. Okay, this virus is everywhere. If you don't want to get sick, then don't come out of the house. But at the end of the day, we need to work.
Exactly.
We need to make money. We also need to survive. So that's why we're out here still doing that and trying to observe these protocols that the government has told us to observe.
Yes.
All right. So in the beginning, I'm going to start with Michelle.
Yes.
Who we are matching with today. Completely unplanned. And Lona as well. We're all in white.
Yeah. This just happened.
Yeah. Can you just tell us from the beginning?
From the beginning. I think I was the last one to find out. I was the last one to test. Yeah, to get tested. I honestly mostly was just feeling kind of tired. I think I got a bit of a pretend homa coming the week after we went to the place where we think we got it from. I felt a sniffles kidogo, but nothing hectic. But I think maybe about a week in, how long after did you guys test? Because I think that's when now I started thinking about the fact that, maybe I might actually have this thing.
So the beginning is what happened is that we think we all got it from my birthday, which was the first week of March. We all went to this place to bashment, right?
To enjoy.
And when you enter the place, they do the thing of sanitize, check your temperature. We got in. We started on a table, long table. There was about maybe 10, 15 of us.
Our first time going out.
It was our first time going out since Corona started. Yes. So it was now, we went out on a Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon, and you started to feel your symptoms when? So that was Saturday, and then when did you start?
The timeline.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, I think I started clocking it the following week.
So the following week,
this is Saturday, it issued Sunday, then the week
whole
ended.
Week,
The following Wednesday, I think, is when I probably went and got tested.
Week
but before
next.
week after next. But before that, I remember, I think, Jules, you were the first one to get tested.
Was I? Oh yes. No, Lona got tested. Me and Lona got tested, I think, at the same time, but Lona got her results first.
Oh yes,
Lona
you were still waiting for yours.
Yes, we got tested, I think, on the same day, but your results came out a day before mine.
So I think 3-4 days after, the first Wednesday, is when I had a bit of a kahoma, but I didn't think much of it. But I think now, soon after that, is when we found out that one of the people who were with there
yes,
had actually tested positive because she was traveling. It's not that she was feeling sick or anything. She was traveling, she got tested, she was positive. So now that's when I think we started being like, I was kind of hugging her. Yeah, so I've had a sniffles, kidogo. Nothing that became a full homa, so I didn't think much of it. But now the following week, I think when I was probably about 7 days in, is when I started to notice that I'm feeling a bit tired. But again, I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just mothering. I still had a small baby. So I thought I was just tired from, going through the motions. And at the time I was going through a no nanny period. So it was also very tiring. But climbing the stairs, I was just like, I'm a bit tired. But still, didn't think much of it until now the following Wednesday. Because I think by then both of you had gotten tested.
And they were both positive.
And they were both positive. I think I was waiting for the results. Because the test is expensive, guys.
You really need to spend that money.
Yeah, the test is kind of expensive. And
how much did you pay for your test?
I paid 10K, I think.
This is way before March. This is when you were still pregnant.
Yes, In 2020, I got my first test when I was about 6 months pregnant. Then this was my second one, which I think I spent now this time probably, I think 8K. Something. I can't quite remember. Anyway, I was just hoping that I don't have to get tested. Because I really didn't want to spend the money. But they both came out positive, and I had been feeling that lethargy. That's about it. Like I never got a temperature, a fever or anything, but I'd get very breathless, and then I'd even feel hot. Like I just start feeling a bit hot. But I only clocked these things when you guys started talking about your symptoms. Because me, I thought all of it was, our Jogo is really going through
Our
today.
Jogo, we're about to drop us out to soul track.
We're here auditioning. This is our audition. It's our audition tape. But in terms of symptoms, mine was breathlessness, fatigue, and then I would just get the sweats. Like, I was feeling what I imagine menopause feels like.
Or you just get a
hot flash, and then I just feel hot, and then I'd take off my jacket, and then it chills out. The other thing that I can say is that the symptoms are not the same every single day. But the one thing for me that stayed is that fatigue. The fatigue for me was constant. It did not go away at all.
That's crazy. Okay, Lorna, I want you to also talk about... Yeah, we hear you, bro. But then, I think the more we talk, the more he wants to get the story. Because let me tell you, before we started this episode, this guy was quiet. Once we start, hi guys, always. It was, I think, I don't even know it was that one person who went to get tested. But by the time she went to get tested, I remember we hadn't even talked about her symptoms yet. But I know I was already feeling that weirdness.
You were feeling off.
I had gotten those homa symptoms the week before, but also a friend of mine had a homa, and there was a homa going around at that time.
There really was.
So me, I thought it's just a cold. And me, I was there talking to people going to places, and I didn't know until now that friend of ours who had to travel, who was asymptomatic, she had 0 symptoms. Got tested, and she was like, yo, Jules, I tested positive. And also from the group in the birthday, there was other people who tested positive and didn't say anything until I started doing contact tracing. Like I'm telling everyone, and I'm like, you guys are positive, you're not telling us. Allah.
I think it's that stigma, babe.
It's stigma. You need to call your people. Nonzi, the beginning, what was it like for you?
I remember it just like it was.
Lorna has PTSD.
So what happened is your birthday. Then remember, guys, the next day I had an event. But I was so hungover. I had a wedding thing.
You had a wedding.
People were coming. It was like was your party on a
Saturday?
The next day, I came here like hangid, normal. I'm like, jana kuli tukunywa. So I did my whole event. Kila mtu amevaa mask nini. And then I remember I even shared a Fanta with Hiram because I was like,
it's Hiram.
Where? This is where.
Hiram is her brother.
Yeah, that's my big brother. So now on Monday, I skipped gym because I was tired. I went to gym on Tuesday. Then entering the gym, I realized, why am I feeling like my kichwa? Like I'm feeling I have kidogo fever. I was like, okay, maybe too much fun times. At this age, whenever you have homa or anything, you're like, I had too much fun. So it's Aisha too. But I didn't think it was Rona. So Tuesday, went to the gym, worked out, but even leaving the gym, I'm like, there's a funny headache I have, but I was like, this is probably hangover for 2 days because I'm old and I can't drink. So now on Wednesday, I had a nice normal day in the house, just working. Then I remember at 6 p.m. Anita calls me. My sister, my twin sister, my triplet sister. So I talked to her, and then immediately I picked up the phone, talking to her. I started shivering. I'm feeling cold. I feel like full onset fever. Like I'm like, yo, whatever I'm feeling is not normal.
Yes.
Like I'm like, where did I throw this? Is it a homa? Is it? But I still didn't think
Corona.
I was like, there's no COVID. Nah, it's a quite fake. Yeah, we were only 10 people at the party.
Yeah.
I continued with my week, and then on Saturday, I remember D and I even went to Nabo. We had dinner and drinks. Sunday morning, kwa Mkaibi. I'm on the toilet going to war.
No, this is the week after. The Sunday after.
The Sunday after. No, it's a whole week after.
A whole week after. Yeah.
It's a whole week after. So I'm on the toilet.
Going to war.
And
is that what we call it? We call it going to war.
Okay. So it's a niche. It's from a niche.
Going to war.
So I'm like, what's happening? I can't smell anything.
Wow.
Counting backwards, I realized also on Saturday in Kyoga, you didn't smell really.
You could smell your shower gel.
But it didn't hit me until the next day, Sunday, on the toilet, and I'm like, why can't I smell my shit?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, this is it. Then I went to eat something, everything tasting, I can't taste. I was like, okay, I am sorry, I have COVID, clearly. We need to get tested.
Yeah.
So the next day we got on call. We asked Sonny for her contact. Sonny
yes.
had gotten tested in the house, and we were like, hey, we need to be discreet.
Yeah. I can imagine. And that's the thing.
So we got the doctor sent us some Lancet people. They came and tested us in the house. D was positive. D was negative. I was positive.
Yeah.
And at that time, my major symptoms were now can't smell, can't taste. Actually, I wish I didn't taste anything. My issue was I was tasting
metal,
like a really disgusting metal, like rotting. Like I couldn't eat an egg, babe. I couldn't. It was just all tasting bad. Like it was a bad taste.
Man.
I wish it didn't taste anything. Like it was just air, But guys, it was like such a bad taste. I can't eat even an egg. So yeah, those were my symptoms. And then this coming week started. I couldn't, waking up from the couch, I'm tired. Going to the sea, I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
Then I'm talking to Shiko. I was telling her when I was singing in the shower, because I sing in the shower sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and you can't.
I can't breathe. Like I'm finding myself the lines that I can kill. I can't. I'm like, I am like Shiko. I can't even breathe. What's going on? That was my beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Whoa.
Then
And then your results came back positive.
Yeah.
Oof, but that breathlessness was.
Yeah. So
was
my
tough.
Breathlessness, dizziness, tastelessness, and no smell.
Metallic taste.
Yeah.
Plus lack of taste plus no smell.
No smell.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Those were my symptoms.
Yeah, so for me, I think at least I know there's one thing I didn't see on my video, the onset. Okay. So that Saturday, yes, we were all partying, woohoo, my birthday, everyone went home.
Yeah.
Sunday, okay, you're tired. Monday, I had a shoot. I had a shoot all the way in Karen, and I woke up and I'm like, I know we partied on Saturday, but we didn't party that much.
Yeah.
I'm so tired on Monday. You get?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm waking up, I'm like, this shoot starts at 11, at 10 o'clock, let me get ready, And then I was at a friend's house. I spent the night at my friend's house. So she normally has incense in the house. So as the incense are burning, and she had also burnt them on Sunday. And I remember thinking, so now on Monday, I'm like, when you got incense that don't have an aroma? And she's like, no. These ones these are very, very strong, Indian, whatever smell in the house. I'm like, because that's no sense of smell. It's not like it's not accompanied by another symptom, the lack of taste was accompanied by metallic taste. You just can't smell, so you don't know what you're missing out. Until you're like, how comes I can't smell this incense? So she took the incense and then she blew the smoke on my face. She did this. And I'm like, I can't smell anything. She's like, stand 6 feet away from me. I'm like, bitch, we've been in the same house from Saturday.
Yeah, if you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then now she brought the incense, yani almost inside my nose, like here. That's when I smelt it.
Oh, wow.
And then
was
she
it
said,
strong though?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
I just smelt it. Yeah. Then she said, since you can smell it, but in homa, it's going round.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
the
following Monday, a week later, like the Monday after the other Monday.
Yes.
So a whole week had passed, and so my symptoms during that week were I felt on that Wednesday now after my birthday. Now I've remembered the Wednesday after my birthday, I woke up feeling very fatigued, and I was thinking, it's this homa that's going round. That Wednesday, I remember feeling very fatigued, and I was in the kitchen, and I told my mom I was making an egg in the morning, and I'm like,
there's something.
I hadn't slept well though, so I thought I know I haven't slept well, but why am I feeling so tired? Then my mom said, hey, you are feeling fatigue. What is that? And you know that you have just been going out, what? I'm like, first of all, it was just my birthday. Like,
it was just that one time.
It was just one time. And then after that, I was okay.
Yeah.
So even that Saturday, I was out at an event. And I was with other people. We had this gin event.
Okay.
Not ABL, it was another event. And everything, I was fine. So I just thought, maybe it's Akahoma that was coming and going.
Yeah.
Now, after that gin event, now that's the Monday I woke up thinking, we didn't turn up that much. Why am I so tired on a Monday? Anyway, me, I go for my shoot.
Yes.
I go for my shoot and we do a shoot with people like this.
Yeah.
And then I go home, I'm like, hey, let me now bomoa this hair. I had these 2 twists on my birthday.
Yes, I remember.
I start bomoing. It was a quick thing. But now I started with the front. Now I was up and Yuma. At some point, I was so tired, I couldn't lift my hand to bomoa. So I'm like, what kind of hang is this?
Yeah.
On Monday afternoon, after I've had a full day of work.
And you didn't turn up so
I didn't turn up that much. So imagine I left so that fatigue started. And then as I'm sitting there, I just started feeling, in that fatigue, I started feeling like I want to puke, nausea. So me, I'm just like, also, I can't be pregnant because surely the last time I was blessed with some copulations. It has been a while. So I'm just like, why am I nauseated? And I said, maybe I ate quickly. Yeah, I'm telling you the
in denial.
And then I went to throw up. I had to throw up. Wow. And it was so strong. And then when I threw up, I felt better. So I said, it's okay. So after that, I was like, I just ate something bad.
Yeah.
So even I finished, I don't even think I finished doing my hair. I was tired. I was like, maybe this is a hanging. I'm not that. 3 things have changed. So I went to shower. Now I'm showering with all my body scrub. I had a body scrub and a shower gel from Bath and Body Works. Those things are strong.
Yeah.
Vanilla and sea salt, what. So I finished jogging and then I opened the shower. I'm just like,
hold up.
I cannot smell my shower gel.
Yeah.
And that shower gel, even when I'm showered the night before, the next day in the morning, I can still smell it. So I took the shower gel and I did this. As in, I almost put it in my ear. Nothing.
That's me with Dettol.
Yeah. And then I
funny.
sprayed, you know how air freshener has a strong smell?
Yes.
Guys, I sprayed it for like 10 seconds.
Are you serious?
And I was like, oh my God. So at that point, I just stood outside the shower and I just shouted everyone in the house, guys, I can't smell anything.
Yeah.
I think I have COVID. The next day, my dad went to Nyeri. My mom went to Nyeri. They went to Shags. They were
babes.
just like, Apana, you're not getting a 6. It was just now, and then I got tested now the next day. Now after that night, when now I started and when I accepted that I can't smell, that is when now I was vomiting the whole night. I was having a running stomach the whole night. As in, I think now the disease now it hit me. So the day I went to get tested, what's funny is that I was exhibiting all these horrible symptoms. By the way, I never had temperature. Once in a while, I felt that kahit, but I can't say it was it was my primary symptoms. My primary symptom was vomiting. Me, I've never vomited like that, and running stomach, and nausea that stayed even after corona, like nausea. I had a thermometer in the house. Through every day I used to check my temperature. My temperature was normal all through. So me, I'm like, so now what does this mean? You know, because that's the thing that's allowing us to enter the supermarket or to enter these public spaces.
It's a shit way to
You
check
just have to wear your mask, man. I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say. This is just crazy.
This is true.
Yeah, and that was the beginning for me. So after that, I just want us to get into like what we did in terms of like managing the disease after finding out.
Yeah.
I took my test at Gertrude's and they charged me 7 Gs. And after that, I basically just went on vitamins. So I had 1,000 milligram vitamin C every day, and zinc. Then I also included vitamin D3. That was my concoction of vitamins.
Okay.
I had said in my video, my personal video, that I also had some medications that I don't want to name them because there's so much controversy around them.
I remember you didn't tell me about them.
Yeah, but I showed these guys the medication I was on. Somebody recommended 3, but I only took 2. The third one I was like, sasa sijui ni ya nini. So I just took those, and maybe I don't know if they helped, but you know, other people said it helped them, so maybe that's what I was taking. From the onset of my symptoms, on the 11th day, that's when I came out of my room. That's when I came out of my room. Before I was just going I was in my room showering. I didn't really leave.
Wow.
Food was being brought to my door.
Okay.
Because my aunt, she's an RN in the States, she was like, Uko, they don't even do the 14 days anymore. It's after 11 days.
Oh, okay.
After 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah, after 10 days. Even at Gertrude's, they told me after 10 days, don't worry, you don't have to stay for 14 days.
Yeah.
But because I was just scared about infecting other people in the house.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the house until like day 14.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was, and those symptoms they issued, like by day 3, I'd stopped vomiting. But every time I'd eat food, even just 2 spoons, I'd feel like, you know how you eat food so much hard you want to puke.
Oh, wow.
Now I used to feel like that. And I was like, hey, I better come out of this corona skinny. I didn't, but yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, and that was my management, and lots of water and sleep. I rested like the last time I felt so rested was when I was sick. Because I could sleep and no one is calling me for content, no one is calling me for contracts, CDPO, invoice. I was like, guys, I'm out.
Yeah. And you tested around day what?
I tested around, it was like day 5 or 6.
Okay.
Day 7 after a week when now we were feeling the symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it that like people respect employers? I think. Employers respect COVID, because if it was any other disease, you can be pregnant and your employer will still call you to work, but you just say you have COVID, they leave you alone.
Leave you alone.
Sometimes, because there's been some benefits.
There
like now,
have been.
guys, I'm just telling guys, we don't have to meet let me take you for lunch to discuss. I'm like, bro, can we just do a Zoom call?
Do you know that's one of my favorite things from this thing is that we don't have to keep going for meetings. I used to feel like it used to waste so much time.
It wastes time going, getting there. So what about you, Shiko? What did you do for management?
Okay, I tested around day 10 after you guys. By the time I tested, I still only had the fatigue. I was the only one who got tested in my home. And at the time it was myself, the 2 babies and Shiv, and I had a new nanny who had just joined us, I think maybe 3 days before that. So we got tested. I went with Ivy. My results came out, I think after hers. Hers came out negative, so we're just like, even you'll be negative. You'll be negative.
Well, yeah, because Ivy was negative.
She was negative. I was truly shocked to see positive. Yeah. I don't know why. So by then, I was already 10 days in. No,
why
I was
were
about
you shocked,
9 days
and you
in.
had breathless.
I thought I was just tired from
motherhood.
Because I didn't have a nanny for majority of that time. She came just before I tested.
Right.
So I thought I was actually just tired. Because I used to try and I'm babying the baby, I'm trying to sing, and the baby So for management, first Shiv decided he was not going to test. He said, me, I'm negative. I know I'm negative. He was exhibiting nothing. He's like, I'm not going to waste that money. So by then, we sat down. Our options were either I am removed from the equation, I'm staying in one part of the house away from everyone else. But it was going to be too difficult. It was going to be too difficult. In terms of the babies, at some point, just before I got tested, in fact, the reason why I was like, now I must get tested, aside from you guys, is because we had taken Shiloh into hospital for a fever. She had a fever through the night. I was so stressed. I was just crying. I'm like, oh my God, my child is dying. So to this day, I don't know if she got. I don't know if she got.
But of course she did, because you guys were together all the time.
And you were breastfeeding
her.
In closed room. You know when there's a baby, you don't open windows.
Yeah.
So if it's there, it's there. So she probably got it. So that was the main reason why.
Good on her. Good for. I'm glad she was okay.
Man, breast milk, you know, breast milk cures everything. It fixes everything.
And you put it on a cut and it heals.
Probably. So for management, I also went on vitamin C, 1000 mg, as well as zinc. They are the ones that Jules had also recommended.
Yeah.
She sent me a video where she got it from. I never even got to that because I think I started to feel better, and then I was just like, it's all good. You know, when you're taking medicine even for homa, you start feeling better. You're like, it's okay. Yeah. So we're mainly doing that. A lot of hydration because me, I kept feeling so hot. But unfortunately, the way the situation was, now I got a new nanny. First, I told my nanny, and that was my first experience feeling stigmatized. I was actually annoyed, like I even caused for her.
Yeah.
Because I remember feeling so, I'm like, what the fuck, I'm in my house.
Yeah,
and I'm feeling
my
this
house.
way. Like I understand why she panicked.
But
But
she panicked once you told her you had corona.
She really panicked. So I even showed her that thing from Gertrude that says after 10 days you're not contagious because she came, I think, around day 10. Yeah, literally probably the day that I went and got tested.
Right.
So aside from that, as we just rent the house, we were running the house. I told my nanny if she'd feel more comfortable, she can wear a mask inside the house.
And I'm glad you even disclosed that information.
Yeah, someone even asked me, why did you disclose? And I remember regretting telling her, but only because of the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was so uncomfortable in my own house. Because someone like she was easy, the babies don't know. Him, was just like, tumepata.
Yeah.
We move on, it's okay. And then I also didn't leave the house, I think, until maybe day 15-ish. I don't think I really had anywhere to go. Because I hadn't started moving around much by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, your baby was still very small.
My baby was still tiny, yeah, but Shiloh probably got it.
And by the way, can I just say, you guys came for my you and Ivy and Shiv, they left we were at my birthday lunch from like, you guys were only there for like 4 hours. By 6 p.m. you'd left.
Yes, that's why out by 6 to go pick my babies.
Yeah, so if anything, I thought maybe it's just me and Lorna who would get it, because me and Lorna continued
that was my hope.
9 p.m.
early.
How come you left early, but Shiv didn't get it?
Yes. So the person who gave it to us came earlier. Right? That's what
think of who came early.
Or wherever. It could have been the waiters.
It could have been from anywhere.
Yeah. So you don't know where you get it from.
Yeah.
Maybe we're all in the toilet together. Maybe we're all doing selfies.
How did you manage?
So for me, first of all, I think the only reason Dee didn't get it is because after Julia's party, tulikosana. Tulikosana for like 3 days, so there was no kissing or
and
whatever.
Missing.
Like, I don't know, for some reason he either, I feel like that's, I don't know if that's why, but
that's
me, I always tell him, babe, do you know it's tulikosana, that's why you didn't get it. You didn't kiss me for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that's how he escaped.
Yeah.
And then also Hiram, who I shared my soda with, you remember, he told me there's a time he felt a bit sick, but it only lasted a day and a half, but it wasn't a full-on symptoms, but he was saying he felt like his throat, and he was like, hey, probably got from that Fanta of yours, but we never established since he never went to get tested. So for me, how I managed it is vitamins, like Julia is saying, vitamin C, 1000 mg every day, and then me, vitamin D. In the sun. I'm so happy that I got COVID when the jua was there. Because they say the most important vitamin is actually the sun.
Oh, is it?
You can sit in the sun during COVID, and vitamin D is like really good for you. And then of course, dawa from, I don't know what they call Breeze. Yeah.
That page.
Dawa.
Wait.
I bought like 5 liters.
Quite serious. You buy a big jerry can.
Yeah, you just put kidogo and then water.
Oh, you mean dawa
like
as
a
in
conch.
ginger?
Yes,
concoction, ginger, honey, lemon.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's they sell like the dawa. So you just dilute it
With what? Yeah, they sell like the concentrate. I think even zucchini does that.
Yeah. So that, and then of course steaming, because my mom would call me every day to steam.
Even your mom
with
was a
kitungu.
onions. My mom used to call me every day. Have you steamed 3 times? 4 times.
And then she would
Did it work?
border for me fruits. all the time. And then she got me a thermometer for temperature and the thing for checking your oxygen.
Yeah, remember, baby, was your oxygen and temperature okay, or did it change?
I didn't. It was high. My temperature was high, but even my oxygen, there are times it would go like 82. I'm dying. But then I used to feel stressed going to sleep. I used to be like, when I wake up, I used to be so tired. Yeah, I used to be like, if I don't wake up, baby, just know I love you. Anyway, it was really stressful for me in that way.
Did you get a call from the Ministry of Health?
No, I never got a call from the Ministry of Health. Did you?
I did. I got a call not from the Ministry of Health. I got a call from the Nairobi Metropolitan.
I did.
You did,
I
yeah?
got a call from a lady. I did. I got a call.
Yeah, she called and she was basically just asking like just questions, but I thought she'd ask more.
Even me, I thought she would really interrogate.
She said she's gonna WhatsApp me to do the
self-care
package. I was destined for anything.
I'll call you back after how many days
to check on you. They never called back. Won't go. Such lies.
I was a bit worried when I got that call because I was just like, I was PMing her questions because I was like, do they actually care about what's happening? Ama wananitafuta sijui aje? Because she was asking for names of people.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't even ask for names. I just told her I'd already contacted everybody who I came into contact with, which I had. I called everybody between my birthday and the day I went to hospital.
Okay.
No, actually, between my birthday and the day our friend, who was asymptomatic, tested positive. That's when I was like, oh,
okay.
And by the way, until today, this friend of ours never got sick.
Imagine.
She never got sick. She never got sick, but she tested positive. So she couldn't even travel. But now she's fine. So there are some people who just, remember the asymptomatic people, please, guys.
Yeah.
Just remember the asymptomatic people.
So even this Akinashiv, maybe he had it.
Yeah, maybe he had it. He was asymptomatic. Same to D. You never know. All right, so I just want us to wrap up by talking about any long-term effects. There's something they're calling long COVID now. Yeah, they call it long COVID, like the effects that COVID has in your life. Yeah. Lorna, do you have any long-term effects?
Definitely. I always tell these guys, even one of my COVID symptoms was dizziness. Even like when I'd bend over, I'd just feel like I'm gonna collapse. And that is still happening till now. Before I could do like 10 rounds, then I put her down to 4. Like now, even 2 rounds, I'm like, woo, I need to sit down.
Wow.
And I know that's COVID. And then I still get shortness of breath every now and then. But I feel those are the main ones.
Yeah.
Those 2. Yeah.
So about you, Shiko? Long COVID, do you have any long-term effects?
I do have. I only have one. Similar to Lonzi's, the shortness of breath. I still cannot sing for my child.
No.
Like there are times I have to watch one sentence to just go, then you continue. Yeah, so I get that one. I can work out, but I think I just get breathless quicker than I used to. Yeah. Aside from that, I think that's it.
Yeah, me, I didn't get any issues with shortness of breath. I think there's only 1 or 2 times I remember talking on the phone with somebody, and I'm like, I need to really breathe to say the next sentence. But it wasn't a lot. Like, I think it happened once or twice. My lungs, for some reason, thank God, they were not affected. Especially because tulivuta shisha tukiwa in our youth. Let me tell you, I was like, guy, I fucked my lungs up and I have corona.
Yeah. So the chest thing is the one that's what I was panicking about.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get that. But me now, my GI tract, my gastrointestinal tract has problems. Nowadays, now I've developed acid reflux. So that nausea, first of all, never disappeared. It would come, but it was never as severe. Like, you know, just once in a while after I eat, I'd be like, Ama even before I eat, I get a bit of nausea, but I knew that's corona, right? Yeah. But it would happen like once in like 3 weeks. Okay. Then, so there was that. Okay, then now after like 2 months, so like last month, say to go? July. So uko June, hey, watch us. Remember this day I came to your place, and then we ordered some drinks, some food.
I remember you going to the fence.
I kept on going to the because I kept on spitting. Like I started getting hypersalivation. Yeah. But again, I thought that this is that nausea for corona because I'd feel a bit nauseated. Sometimes I need to spit. But then now that week after that day, it was happening every few days. When I finally went to hospital, it was like now every day. And I notice it's after I eat or after I drink coffee in the morning. Because for years I've drunk black coffee, no sugar. That's my breakfast always, and I love it. So when I went to Hosi, they told me I have the thing they're calling GERD, or acid reflux, which I never had before, and I can only associate it to corona.
To the Rona.
Yeah, because I don't know what it did to me, this throwing up and stuff. And then now I have that cough. But when I got corona, I also had a cough. But my cough was so kidogo. It's my dad who was talking to me on the phone, and then he's like, Andy, I can hear you also coughing. I said, no, I'm not coughing. He's like, I've counted, you've coughed 3 times since you started speaking 30 minutes ago. That's my father, by the way. So I'm like, I have a cough, but it was just like, so that cough has never gone. I still have a subtle cough that has never gone, and I didn't notice it until recently, because I was just like, has this cough, because sometimes I'm like, maybe it's because it's cold in the morning, because in the morning my nose is always blocked.
My nose runs in
so there's some things you just don't realize, but now I'm like, holy, this thing actually caused havoc in my body. And you see, after I got better, I stopped taking those vitamins.
So
now I'm like, I need to just get back on it. I don't like the zinc I bought, because mine it's zinc sulfate. I think that sulfate makes me nauseated. So I want to see the zinc I got the day we were talking.
Yes.
And there's a zinc I got. Yes, I got that zinc didn't give me issues. And the zinc for children that you dissolve in water, that one didn't give me nausea. But the zinc sulfate the one from Health Aid, I think. Can't take that. So the only thing I can say is I want to go back to that regiment of dawa, whether I'm sick or not. Because now it's like you're like, but what is this long COVID? I mean, are we going to be that generation of the COVID people we are dying at 42, 43, but then shindwe. But I'm just like, what's happening to us? Like, as our generation, will we have more sicknesses or what?
Possible, because I mean, anyway, we don't know. This has never happened to
anyone other than the guys of Spanish flu.
Yeah.
HIV.
Oh yeah, there's HIV, but people are living longer than people are not.
Yeah, but in the beginning, everyone was panicking.
Everyone was panicking.
Dying.
Yeah,
they did not do with people.
All right.
Even me, I want to go back to that honey lemon.
I want to. Even me, I want to go back to it. And now, I like this acid reflux has made me a bit more conscious of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Before I just used to eat anything and everything. I can't drink lemon water. I used to drink coffee. Then I get to the office, I drink lemon water. I used to take all the acidic things in the world.
And once you're told about it,
and I'm like, I went to check at the things not to eat when you have acid reflux. Coffee.
You're number one. Baby.
Yeah, they were like, you can't take coffee, lemons, acidic fruits, chocolate, nini. I was oily foods, fried foods. I was like, you're actually joking. You guys have to give me medicine at this point, because I have to kula chipo.
I can't not.
Yeah. So guys, that's our experience with COVID. That's what we went through. I don't know what you guys think, because every time I talk about this on my Instagram stories, I get so much feedback. People are going like, oh, I had the same thing, I had the same thing, I had the same thing. And I think the reason it's very important for us to talk about this now is because we're hearing that there's a spike of infections now. Yeah. So I know there's this laxity that we're having now, because we're like, we need to go out and make money. But guys, imagine here we are almost March, April, May, June, July. 4 months later, and we still have lingering symptoms.
Yeah.
And there are people our age who we've had have died. You understand?
Now, I know people who have died. Now.
Yeah.
And it's so scary.
Yeah. The main purpose of this video is just to give a narration of our experience. It was basically a story time, but please guys, just remember that this thing is for real. I don't think I was scared of COVID until I got it. And now I'm so scared of getting it again, because I know somebody who got it twice within 3 months. But now she got a vaccine, so she's calm. But I was like, when I went to hospital now for my GI thing, I asked the doctor, by the way, now I'm still in my...
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm like, 6 months, I can't get infected. She was like, honey, you can get infected right now. The day ukipona, you can get it again. I said, what? The way now after I got corona, I was feeling like I'm a superwoman.
As we're okay.
As we're okay. Just go and sanitize. But they don't do such things.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
And just even us, we're very lucky to be alive, don't you think?
I think so.
We are so lucky, because I kept panicking, because I was like, okay, we all have. I hope I remember actively thinking about, I hope we all make it, because I was like, what if one of us, like, the symptoms are like really, and it was really scary. I'm happy we made it.
And I think even part of the sharing is taking away the stigma as well. I remember last year now, when influencers started coming out and celebrities started coming out and saying that they're COVID positive, I think it gives people a bit more. It makes you a bit more brave to be like, I got it.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you did something wrong.
It doesn't mean you were careless. Doesn't mean you did something wrong. There are people who got it who were very careful.
Yes.
If that's the thing. The association is that you are out there doing things. So am I supposed to, if I have to go to the supermarket, I don't go? Or
you must go.
You must go. So that stigma needs to end. If there's somebody in your life who you know has that stigma for COVID, send them this video and tell them to chill the F out.
Good.
They're the ones who will get COVID when they don't leave their house. Now what will they say?
Yeah.
Those people, like...
Yes, actually, she only went to the shops once and she
That's
has
the day you
COVID.
get it. So me, stigma, in fact, of anything in life just needs to be talked about so that it can be eradicated. Right?
And then another thing I'd like to add, like the common thing we have all said is, at the beginning we were all like, COVID, I partied too much.
Yeah.
So I would just like to urge guys, especially us, like we know we are a drinking nation. If you're at home and you're feeling like you have COVID, you probably do. So if you don't have money to go get tested, then just isolate. Don't go anywhere. Stay in your house. Get people to bring you stuff and medicine, and you can order medicine. But I think that's what is causing the spread. You're at home, you're there, you're like,
I think I'm sick.
I'm sick. I think I'm sick, but I'm not. Let me go to the office.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you feel those symptoms and you can establish that it's not the alcohol, as soon as you feel, just stay home. I think just stay home and figure out yourself from there. Just stay home. Because also the other thing is the test is expensive. The first time was 9K times 2. That was 18 Gs. The second time I got tested again at Gertrude 7 Gs. That's like over 20,000 shillings.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It was painful.
We all retested.
No, I didn't retest.
Oh, you didn't retest?
I didn't because when I went to get they sent me an email and they were like, after there is no need to get retested. In fact, even my aunt, who was like my sounding board, she was like, don't get retested even wait for at least 2 or 3, like a month or 2 if you can. Because like if you get tested immediately after, you'll possibly still come out positive.
That's what I was scared of. About retesting.
So me, I was just like, and by the way, this is an urge also to the government and the MOH, just make these things free. Even the medications, these vitamins, they're not cheap. Do you know they're not cheap?
They're expensive.
That's why you can't buy. If you take every day, within a month, you have to buy again.
Yeah, babe. Like me, when I'm buying, I know I'm buying for myself, for Shiv, and for Shazi.
And your children.
Yeah, we must take all 3 of us. You cannot nima one person.
Plus the nanny.
Plus the nanny, we had even started
healthy.
giving her.
So as in, like, it's tough out here. Anyway, we're good. We're grateful. If you guys have anything to say about this conversation, please leave a comment. If you have anything to add to your experience of COVID or something you've had, please leave a comment so that we can create a safe community for people to be able to talk about their experiences without fear of stigmatization. And we actually hope this video will make somebody somewhere make a decision that COVID testing is free for all. We should not be paying. We should not be paying. And also for the medications after, like the vitamins and what have you. Cindy,
and there are cheaper people giving the test. So if you know any
people
that they're cheaper than where we went to pay, there are options.
There are options.
Tell us in the comments.
Actually, yes, there are some of these like district hospitals. I know Magadi was doing them at a K or something, or 1,500. Others are doing 3Gs. So actually, if you have any other options, like Lorna has said, or other people who are testing at a different rate, please leave them in the comment section. Legit people. All right, we'll try and pin those comments or like them so that they can go up, so people can see them. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you've made it this far. That means you've liked it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel over there. Leave a comment, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye.
Over 25, subscribe.